5 smart ways to deal with disrespect without losing your calm and confidence. At this stage in your life, you've experienced a lot. You've compromised, tolerated, and sometimes stayed silent. But now, it's time to truly recognize your worth, to stand up for yourself, set clear boundaries, and let others know what is acceptable and what's not. Respect isn't a privilege, it's a basic human need. And when someone constantly disrespects you or oversteps your boundaries, the question is, how should you respond? In this video, we'll talk about 5 powerful ways to deal with people who don't respect you or your boundaries. These are not just defense tactics, they're acts of self-respect. Let's get started. Number 1. Silence is strength, not weakness. Most people believe that they must always respond when someone crosses the line. But sometimes silence is your loudest answer. When someone disrespects you, interrupts you, mocks you, or dismisses your feelings, your instinct might be to react, to explain, or to argue. But silence can speak louder than any words. Staying quiet says, "I see what you're doing, I'm aware, but I refuse to give you my energy." Why it works? You deny them the emotional reaction they're looking for. You stay in control, calm, centered, unbothered. You force them to reflect on their behavior. This approach is especially powerful with habitual offenders, people who constantly push your buttons. When you don't give them the reaction they crave, you break their pattern. The game ends. Number 2. Be clear and firm with your boundaries. Setting boundaries isn't always the hard part. Enforcing them clearly and consistently is where the real challenge lies. You don't need to justify or explain your boundaries to everyone. But when someone crosses the line, you have every right to say, "I'm not comfortable discussing that. I don't appreciate that tone. I need some time to myself." Tips for setting and reinforcing boundaries. 1. Use simple, direct language. 2. Learn to say no without guilt. 3. Repeat yourself if necessary. If someone repeatedly violates your boundary, calmly restate it every time. People only push where they were allowed to. Once you become the wall, the limit, you earn real respect. Number 3. Create emotional distance. Not all disrespect needs a dramatic exit. Sometimes it requires emotional distance, not physical distance, but a quiet shift within yourself. If someone regularly mocks your feelings, invalidates your opinions, or leaves you feeling drained after every interaction, ask yourself, why am I letting their words affect me so deeply? Emotional detachment means you don't take their words personally. You don't let their behavior control your emotions. You build an invisible shield that protects your peace. It's not about being cold. It's about choosing what deserves your emotional energy. Preserving your peace is not selfish, it's survival. And the number 4, stay calm. It's the smartest strategy. When someone disrespects you, they often want one thing, your reaction. Your anger, your frustration, your emotional meltdown, that's their fuel. But when you remain calm and centered, you hold the power. Calmness isn't passivity, it's strength under control. How to stay calm in the face of disrespect. Breathe deeply. Pause before speaking. Don't mirror their mood. Real life story. A man's older brother always made a rude comment at family dinners. One evening, instead of arguing, the man just smiled politely and walked away from the table. That was the last time the brother made that comment. Why? Because silence plus calmness equals disruption. When you don't follow the expected script, they lose control of the narrative. And the No 5 expect respect. Some people are taught that asking for respect is selfish, but that's simply not true. You have every right to expect the same respect you give. If someone continues to belittle you, dismiss your needs, or speak to you harshly, you can calmly say, "I'd like to be spoken to with kindness." I'm not okay with this behavior. I understand your point, but I won't tolerate disrespect. This isn't rudeness, it's self-worth in action. When you show the world how you expect to be treated, people either adjust or disappear. And either outcome is peace. Life is short, but your dignity is not a small matter. With age comes wisdom, and part of that wisdom is realizing that peace is not just about being quiet. It's about making conscious choices. You don't need to be aggressive. You don't need to argue, but you must stand firm. Self-respect is a silent power. When others don't give it to you, you give it to yourself. So if someone doesn't respect you, let them learn or let them go. But never, ever abandon your own worth. If this video touched something inside you, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs it, and let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.